Good day, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of SAP Business Objects, welcome to today's web seminar. My name is Dana, and I will be your event manager today. Before we get started, I'd like to mention that today's web seminar is being recorded, and you are currently in a listen-only mode. I'd like to acquaint you with some of the ways that you can participate during today's presentation. We encourage you to ask questions throughout the presentation. Just type your question in the Q&A panel at the lower right-hand side of your screen and click Send to get your question in queue. We will be answering as many questions as we can at the end of the presentation. Finally, if you experience any technical difficulties during today's event, press *0 on your telephone touchpad and the operator will put you in touch with the event manager, or you can send a chat message to the host. Now, without any further delay, I would like to welcome everyone to Introduction to the Label Toolbar. At this time, I'd like to turn the program over to today's speaker, Michelle Lindsay. Michelle, you may go ahead.
Good afternoon, good morning to everyone. Thanks for joining us. Today's session is going to be on the Label Toolbox from inside the Desktop Mailer and Business Edition software. Glad you could all attend today. And the first thing I'd like to do is just go over the agenda quickly with you. We're going to talk about the Label Toolbox itself, the benefits of using it, and then I'm going to provide a demonstration of that so that you can see how it's used, see what you can do with it. And then finally, I'll talk about some of the resources that you can take advantage of, and then we'll follow up with some question and answers. So let's go ahead and get started. As I mentioned, the Label Toolbox is a utility within Desktop Mailer and Business Edition. It gives users the ability to design, preview, and print both address labels as well as container and fact tags and palette placards. Users can create and edit these by dragging and dropping fields, barcodes, and other things such as text fields or graphics right onto the design file. It also gives users the ability to additionally put filters or images on labels and envelopes, as you're going to see. I'll show you that during the presentation. Some of the benefits of using Label Toolbox: there is a user-friendly interface. Many people haven't done much with the Label Toolbox, so they don't understand how it works. That's why we wanted to do this presentation today, just to get you familiar with it, show you how flexible it is and how it works so that you're not afraid to go in and work with it. We also want to show you what predefined things that we have out there for you to already use out of the box, or maybe just with a few edits, so that you're not having to build anything from scratch necessarily. So I'll walk through a lot of the predefined stuff that's out there. After I walk through what's predefined for you, then you also will, I'll walk through the wizard and create a brand new one using that wizard setup. We'll talk about the different classes of printers that are supported, Windows printers as well as text printers. And then I'll remind you about our ability to print both address, container, and tray tags. Container, according to the post office, is pallet. So sometimes you'll hear me say container or pallet placards. And tray is tray and sack tags. For those of you, Dana, I will just ask you quickly to please put the dial-in information again. It seems like there are some people who are still not getting sound because they don't have the dial-in information. So those are the benefits of using the Label Toolbox. And what I'm going to do right now is go to the presentation. And this is the, in Business Edition is actually where I have this right now. And the first thing I want to do is walk through what you're going to see in here by default. This is the Label Toolbox section, just so that you know where to see that. After you've done a pre-sort, under pre-sorted addresses, you'll see what I'm showing you now. If you're not pre-sorting, you can come in here anytime under non-pre-sorted and actually browse or create designs and choose these if you don't want to use this with a pre-sorted list. In our example, we're going to use this with pre-sorted addresses. So if I go into the design, what you'll see is we've got a variety of different types of printers that we have pre-defined design files for. So those design files, you can see here we've got, for instance, the Astrojet, and anything with an IM on the end stands for intelligent mail. So all of these with IM indicate that they do have an intelligent mail barcode already defined on them. We have the same thing for the Bryces. There's an intelligent mail, there's an intelligent mail. The ones that don't have an IM will have a PostNet barcode on them. We have one for the Busgrow. We have a couple Cheshires. Here's one for a Datatech. Then we have some Avery labels predefined already. Again, if you see IM at the end, those are going to be intelligent mail barcodes already defined. We have some basic envelope ones predefined, both with intelligent mail, without intelligent mail. You'll see some with permit information, some with permit and return address in there.
Michelle, can I interrupt for just a moment?
Sure.
We're not seeing your application share. If you could do that again, that would be great.
Absolutely. Is that working now?
That's better. Thank you.
Okay. So I will go back here to the design. I mentioned that we have the Astrojet. Anything with intelligent mail with IM at the end has the intelligent mail barcode. The Bryce is here. I mentioned the Avery labels. The Avery labels, by the way, do have the number at the end that corresponds to the Avery label number that's on there. We have the Hasslers. Again, the intelligent mail, or IM at the end, indicates that it is an intelligent mail. You'll see LaserJet ones, more Avery labels. We also have the Neopost one, as well as RENA's. The ones that you see, like Neopost text, those are text only, so they're not going to print graphics. You see here the RENA's. You also see the CCAPs. Again, IM stands for intelligent mail. Tally and Tatum. We also have VideoJets. So those are all predefined already. And what I'm going to do, just as an example, is I'm going to take this Laser Avery 5261 or 8161 that's an intelligent mail, and I'm going to edit this one because I want to show you how easy it is to edit it. Now this has two address lines. So what I'm going to do is, in this example, I don't have two address lines. I only have one. And I want to show you how easy it is to move this information around just by simply dragging and dropping. And if I want to put a text box in here, I go here to Miscellany and choose Text. And all I'm going to do is double-click in this field and say, thanks for your patronage. Now when I look at this, you can see that every label is going to have that on there. And if you want to see, this is one label at a time. If I wanted to see the whole page of labels, then I can just toggle this switch, which lets me see that entire page of labels, one label at a time. If I go, oh, you know, I really don't want that in there, I can get rid of that. I'll move the name information back up. And if instead, under my database fields, if I have company information, I can put company information in there. So that's all you have to do to move fields around to edit a label. You'll see that these are read-only labels that are predefined. So if you want a label that you've edited to be saved in here, you just have to make sure to say Save As. And it may be that you want to save these with a different name, or that you want to just put something in front of it so that you